What's up? What's up, everybody? We back. We back after a 4 or 5 day hiatus. We had to take a little
Yep,
break,
yep,
but
yep.
hey, bye week we gonna call it that. But welcome back. We got a very special episode today. Very special guest
Yes,
spotlight.
sir.
We got
Hello.
Lady Menace in the building. She's
Yep.
gonna introduce herself in just a second. But I guess to get y'all up to speed with everything, we've been working behind the scenes pretty much. So if y'all go to the website, I'm gonna link it down below, or I might just put the other links down below. But infiniteapparel88.com. Check that out. We got merch. Drop collections every month, I want to say, and I'm dropping different items in there all the time. So check that out. Also, Discord. If you're into gaming, you're into socializing and stuff like that, make sure y'all join the Discord. That's gonna be in the description below. Also, we have a Facebook gaming page. Make sure y'all join that. We're gonna put that down below as well. And anything else? Did I miss anything, SB?
Um, nah, not really. Nah.
Cool. All right. Now, who do we have here? To the people who don't know you.
Hey, so my name is Lady Menace. I have been an underground rapper since 2005. So I started out young, and over the past a couple of years, like I would say from like 2005 to 2009, I released, some projects and EPs, and then I took a 7 year hiatus. And I'm doing my second album, Bluestone Road, which will be released Friday, May the 16th. After, like I said, a 7 year hiatus of music and everything. So yeah, I'm an underground rapper,
All right.
open book.
Hey,
you
okay,
know,
so I'm glad you
yeah.
said that May 16th. So with that being said, that's what I had forgot. May 15th around 9 to 10 p.m. we will be live. Infinite will be live, and we're gonna do a what
Listening
you
party.
call it? Yeah, listening party for the Bluestone Road from Lady Minute. So if y'all interested in that, make sure y'all hit the sub button if y'all haven't already. Make sure y'all hit that. Make sure y'all turn the bell on so y'all notified, because I don't even get notifications, and it's our channel. So some
I
ain't
do.
right.
I
Something ain't
don't know.
right.
I don't know.
Something ain't
I
right.
don't know.
I watched the video and everything, and then later on that night I got the notification. I'm like,
Solo's
bro,
not stuck.
hey, I don't think I got the bill. I ain't hit the bill.
You hit the bell, bro,
But
to
yeah,
your own channel. To our
crazy,
own channel, bro.
crazy. But yeah,
And be your own people. But
May 15th,
yep.
9 to
Tune
10
in,
p.m.
bring, pop open a drink. We're gonna be live, so yeah. Pop open a drink, be respectful. Listen, kick back, listen to music, listen to tunes.
Yeah, definitely.
Hear the backstory of every song. If you didn't hear it
Definitely.
here, you can hear it that day, that night, that day.
Exactly. So the people know who you are now. What exactly is Bluestone Road?
Bluestone Road is my own adaptation to the movie, which is based off the book Beloved by Toni Morrison. The address for the main setting of the book was 124 Bluestone Road, and it is me pretty much paying homage to a very renowned book and very renowned movie, and taking all of those themes and everything and kind of applying it to my life, and in a sense my own little twist where it's like, Bluestone, not Bluestone Road, Beloved had a soundtrack, but it was more so, you know meditative, kind of like to fit the themes, like the soundtrack backlay. So I was like, if Beloved was a rap album, what would it sound like? So, and that's where Bluestone Road came from.
Okay.
Yep, yep,
So
yep.
what kind of what can we expect to hear on this album? Like, what's the vibes? What's the content?
Well, the vibes, I would like to say, okay, so it's 12 tracks on the album. But the first half of the album, I like to call the exorcism of Lady Menace. It's me talking about a lot of things that has occurred because, like I said, I was on a hiatus for 7 years musically. It is me talking about a lot of dark, deep topics. And once you get to the seventh track, which is Bembe, it is the healing process. So it's like pretty much the first half is the undertones of the Seven Deadly Sins, and the other half of the album, which all ride all the way to the end, is the counterpart to that, which is the seven heavenly virtues. So I'm like, hey, I got all of these sins, and this is how you heal them.
I like that. I
like
like
that.
that.
I like that.
See, this is what you call it. Music for the soul.
Creativity.
It nourishes the soul. You know, we got a lot of fast food out there. You know, that's cool too. But
I like the fact that you put a lot of creativity into it. You didn't just drop just 12 songs. You put like a meaning behind each song, and then you put, like you said, half of it is the seven deadly sins, and the other half is how to heal from that.
Indeed,
So
because go ahead.
so that right there itself is like, okay, yeah. And then you make us feel each song, like the songs, we listened to already, and each song I was like, bro, like I said, the two songs I walked out of, and it wasn't even because like it was bad, it's because it was like this is fire. Like to be saying the heat, I had to take the
he
headphones off and walk off.
gotta let the steam out. Yeah,
The
even
steam, I had to walk off for a little bit.
even the rain, which is her first album, to this day is commercial made. Like it can be played on the radio today. So, like music of
And since we
substance.
talking about those, I know it was a mixtape, but man, to this day, I still bump the crossover. Hey,
Because
the
you gonna say it.
CNC crossovers and contemplations. That's the old Dead Piff days,
bro.
No, because it's
you
like,
can't tell me nothing about that.
Yeah, because pretty much too, which is funny and ironic that you brought up the rain. The rain was released in 2013. Bluestone Road is gonna be released in 2025, but I had like mixtapes and everything in between. Like Bluestone Road is literally a wink wink to my younger self, where it's like, I see you, girl. Thank you. Because if you were not that little girl, I wouldn't be the woman that I am today. And Crossovers and Contemplations was, oh man, since you brought that up. It look inside scoop. I mean, solo no. It was during the time that I was grieving my grandmama. Like my grandmother, I released The Rain in June of 2013, and she died in August. So during that time, with Crossovers and Contemplation, we'll be doing all that writing. It was me pretty much grieving the loss of my grandmother, and because one of the last conversations that she told me, and one of the last things I did for her was, first, it was her first time seeing me performing, and she died 2 weeks later. And then two, she was like, sign my CD, okay? And I signed it, and it's still in her house. And the last conversation that I had with my grandmother, I'm like 23, still trying to find myself. She was like, you can be in yourself, mold yourself, and shape yourself to be everything that somebody wants you to be, and you will be unhappy and they are not. If I don't give you anything else, only thing that you can be is yourself. And my grandmother died 2 weeks later. So it made me think about like all of the conversations that I had, which is where the crossovers and contemplations came. Where it's like, oh man, I got this route and I'm doing this for others, but shoot, I'm kind of like real rock and roll. I like that shit too. So it was me basically kind of breaking myself down to finally be myself.
Man, bruh. That mixtape, man, you already know how I felt about that mixtape. When you dropped it, I was like, bruh, what?
Hey,
and I don't know which song is my favorite, but I think I'm gonna go with Shots.
See,
I was like, okay,
so
just because I love the way your voice mixed in perfectly with that beat, and I'm like, bro, you should that should be like, that should be played everywhere.
bro,
I feel like it should be a single. But go ahead, my bad.
That's no, I was just about to say like you should probably consider like re-releasing some of those songs, like repackaging it and stuff like that. I know you had the Onyx. What's it called? Onyx?
Yeah, it was. Onyx was the last thing that I released before my hiatus. It was in like 2000 and I want to say 18 or 17, something like that. Yeah. So yeah, because the funny thing about Shots, that's funny to me because that's like one of my favorite songs too. Because the whole time I'm like in there, like when I'm recording, like that whole the way that I'm spinning, there's a voice that I'm putting on. You know, these chickens want to be me. These niggas want to be me. These fingers want to be me. You ain't fly, you're breezy. You know, so it's
Bro,
like,
hey, the whole plot line. Hey, the whole plot line. Hey, I love that. He's like, oh, fuck, all lines on me. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, so like,
let's do
and it was me doing like a lot of fun stuff because like chickens, reels, penguins, all of them are flightless birds, and I'm like, you ain't fly, you're breezy. You know, like it was me just pretty much playing around, and I always like jump around, so I'm like, really want to put my spin to this. And you know, me being, well, I don't like to think I'm a feminist. You know, a lot of people say I'm a feminist. I would like to say I'm an equalist and a womanist, if you will, where I'm like, we help each other, men and women. But I'm like, if it was a female spin, everything that I always do, like, I need to hear that from a female perspective.
Yeah. Okay. So
and I'm glad you mentioned that real quick, Solo. I'm glad you mentioned it because on what's the song you is it Sim, I don't want to pronounce it wrong. Simbi?
Simbi, yes.
Simbi. I think that's the first song I heard. Well, it's in my playlist. I know that right now. But like I think
thank you.
You do some shots at some female artists in that one.
What?
You do some shots
and this kind of this leading to what I was about to ask too, so that's funny.
Yeah, go ahead.
My bad, bro. My bad.
No, go ahead.
He's gonna say, baby. We do some shots at some high female artists right there. You know what I'm saying? So what was going through your mind when you made that song when you threw them shots? Or what? Okay. Or explain it. Is it shots or is it something else? Is it what?
No. It was supposed to be pretty much all right. So a Simbi is a water spirit, and if you go to like African culture, there are like in voodoo and other kind of like African diaspora and African traditional, there's a spirit called Lord Simbi. So, or Simbi, and it'll be something else with it. So, Simbi comes from the factor of, I'm letting you know that the entire album is coded. Like, not only did I watch Beloved again and again and again, I read the book. I highlighted through the book. So, there is a scene in Beloved where, you remember, Paul D casted Beloved out the house. So she's like, okay, I'm going to still come back with a vengeance. And she rose out of the water. And it was very ethereal. It was a thing where it's like, oh, I'm here to raise hell. You thought we didn't know during that time that it was the spirit in the house, but the energy of it was like, oh, I'm here to raise hell. I'm something very ethereal. So Simbi is nothing more than me saying, you know what? I got this beat that I have had for literally 3 years. And I'm like, I never knew what I wanted to do with it. So when I saw Beloved, the movie, and I said, oh, that's cool. And so the beat that I had was playing in my head. I said, that. So pretty much Simbi is, all right, been on my little hiatus. I gave you bitches a chance. Now I'm coming to raise hell. And it's also me having some level of self-awareness where it's like, if you pop shots at another female, it's various reasons why somebody do it. You're angry at her about something, jealous or what. Simbi's undertone is jealousy. That's why, I'm saying, fuck these bitches. I'm sick of. They in it for the money. They richer. Sliver. It's that thing where it's like majority of these rap bitches can't really rap. It's supposed to give bitter Betty Boots. Like some old bitter bitch rapping on the song. That was the point. So when I did the thing about if I was Lil' Kim, you would puff this up. If I was Nicki Minaj, you would snuff this up. If I was Megan Thee Stallion, all you bitches would worship me. It is pretty much, I used to have like this style where it's like above and beyond and haughty. There's nothing wrong with quote unquote queendom, but the thing about it is a queen is a queen because the people appointed her to that position. So you can't be preaching to your people and then looking down on them like you above and not susceptible to things. So Simbi is nothing more than me being my absolute filthiest, all my little intrusive thoughts in a song, which is inspired by, if Beloved rising out the water, that's the fucking song that's gonna play. Because you never heard music in the back for the movie.
Cool. Okay. That's a great answer. Great question. Great answer. So, So like I said, that leads perfectly into what I was about to ask anyway. So, um, I guess from your hiatus when you last made music to when you just started back now, that's that's a lot of years in between. So, what do you think about how music and hip hop, specifically with women, has progressed or digressed, depending on who you're asking, um, during your time away?
Very good question.
Well, I honestly feel that hip hop isn't necessarily dead, and I know Nas is probably gonna kill me, but I don't think hip hop is dead. I think hip hop evolved because if we go from when hip hop first started, because it comes from, Jamaican reggae is the base of hip hop. What they did in reggae, I can't remember what you call it. It's a certain style of when they do the dance hall. Hip hop derived from that. So you can't say when we listen to Sugar Hill Gang and how rap is now there wasn't an evolution. So I feel as though, as far as women in hip hop go, I'm all about authenticity. Like, if you a stripper, then be a stripper. Have if you're kind of like putting on something that you're not, like for example, one of my favorite like current girls, I fucking love Glorilla. Down because
Yes,
it's like
sir.
Oh yeah.
she's
Yes,
gangster as
sir.
fuck. Like she is gangster as fuck, unauthentically Memphis gangster as fuck. But it's like, it's like to me the counterpart to like she just reminds me of like LeChat. I
Mm.
was figuring it out. I said, damn, who does she remind me? Because she the people's champ, like for real.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, in LeChat. She is our generation's LeChat. So when I look at stuff and like, for example, in Simba, I said majority of these rap bitches can't really rap. Now, there are some that I feel as though, okay, who told you to do this? Did the label make you do it? Because this song, you look uncomfortable. You look like don't want to be there. And I'm like, no shots or digs at the women. But it was just more so, like I said, it was Simba. These are my thoughts. I'm mad. I'm mad at the world. But I'm sitting here, feel like I'm sitting on like treasures and that. But to me, fucking first of all, Glorilla, Megan Thee Stallion, fucking went to Megan Thee Stallion concert. I said it in Simbi, like wondering why I'm spitting the hits. Could I really even rap? Cause like she has a level of star power. So it's more so to me.
My
I'm
next
kind
question
of
gonna be right.
indifferent. I hate to be ambivalent like that, but I'm like, some of them I'm like, not girl. But in
You,
the other
you,
ones, I'm like, well, this I think she a stripper, let her be a stripper. I mean,
my
be the
next
best
question gonna be
damn
right.
stripper.
My next question gonna be right.
What?
How you feel about Sexy Red?
Ah.
Thanks, Red. Sexy Red. Let me tell you something. Sexy Red to me reminds me of like some of the block girls, like when I was younger. We all have that project baby. Like, where it's like the very quintessential, like caricature
She the Kodak
black.
of the women MCs.
Yeah, and it's like you'll be thinking, damn, it's like a
But
Walter
Kodak,
Wilson show. Like
but
she
Kodak
told
is
him no. I really
Kodak.
feel like
Kodak had some early Kodak was good though. Early Kodak was good.
yeah, but see, with Sexy Red, I feel like it's not an act. So
Nah,
here's my
nah,
thing.
nah.
I would rather deal with somebody who that woman is authentically, unapologetically her damn self. And I'd be like, I live for every moment of it. Okay, certain songs should be fuck my baby dad. I'm like, well, all right then. Okay. I don't understand the language, of course, because I'm like, I know people like that, but being in that lifestyle, y'all know, I ain't finna pretend like I'm what she does,
What's
but I'm
at the
like,
headlight twerking? What's at the red light twerking on the headlights or
bro,
whatever? This.
we all know women like that. We all know women like that. And it's
Yeah.
like different levels to black. And she is literally, I feel like the hood gatekeeper. So before you go into the natural habitat that is the black community, that is the project trap, she the gatekeeper. She gonna be at the door to let you in. Because trust and believe, there is far worse than Sexy Red. And I ain't gonna say
Yeah.
worse in the sense of she's bad. I just like the fact she unauthentically herself. I'm not gonna sit up here and pretend like I don't listen to Sexy Red. I like Sexy Red. But I
Unapologetic.
feel like,
She meant unapologetically, just in case anybody want
yeah.
to, stuck
Now,
on words.
if we're going
Unapologetic.
to, because they call it, all right, because the City Girls, they call it scammer booster rap. And they call what her and Sukihana do hood rat rap.
Yeah.
Which, now, Sukihana is where, to me, I'm like, I have not gotten accustomed. I was not prepared.
Never
I'll be
will.
like,
I didn't know she
Yeah.
rapped. I didn't know she
prepared
rapped for a
for
while.
it.
Then I heard one of her songs and I was like,
Yeah.
what the hell is this?
Yeah.
Baby, like Sukihana, no ma'am. I'll be like, okay, I ain't ready. I'm still leaning into Miss Sukihana. Like I'm like, she mean what she say. Damn it, boy. I wasn't ready. I wasn't prepared. Like,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Another question. How do you feel about Lotto?
I love Big Mama.
Me too.
Big
Me too. I love it.
Big Mama. Boy, she started something with that one.
You gotta remember she came from that show.
I hear people all the time saying that, Big Mama.
Some of y'all ain't Big Mama. Some of y'all ain't Big Mama.
She was a little girl.
I'm just gonna
Like,
say that.
Lotto, you remember the show where they was like making the something where she was like 15 years old when she won the show with Jermaine Dupri.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
fucking Lotto can spit. So let's not pretend, because here's the thing. I think what people get mixed up is people gotta understand, and what I learned as well is that your rap represents you. Whatever your personality is, it should be the personification of what you are. Like, what the hell I look like doing what Big Lotto do? It's not going to look authentic, because it's like, now come on, girl. We know how you think about things. We know how you feel about pressing issues. You black as fuck. You're literally, African traditional, all things black. You and then you turn around and you want to make stripper music. It's not going to sound authentic, but it is for them.
Yeah.
However, I feel like where the problem is when they assume that all women, specifically in rap, especially black women, are like that. No, there are various different types of rap, number one, and types of black women and women. So just don't put everybody in the box. Everybody in the truth.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's come the fact that female MCs or rap, I don't even want to call them MCs, but are able to jump into that avenue and make a living off of it. Some progress has been made. Of course, they're gonna get judged. I think they're going through the same thing as the WNBA, as far as not getting the respect that they feel like they deserve. But at the same time, it takes some skill, even if you can't rap lyrically. With Cardi B can't rap. Cardi B is a great entertainer. She's a great entertainer, bro.
I'm glad somebody said it.
I'm
glad somebody fucking said it.
She's a good entertainer. She has good business sense. So
I feel like when Cardi does you know what?
Isn't she riding the wave of one album?
Like the drill, I like when she does drill stuff. Like the most recent thing that she did was enough. Where I'm like, okay, I fuck that. But I feel like Cardi.
No disrespect to Cardi, by the way. I didn't mean it like that.
Comedian, and I live for every damn moment of the shit. I'm like, she is so animated in music and out that it's like, you gotta just look. I'm sorry, to me, I feel like we all are our own contradictions. I'm very ambivalent energy. I am both black, white, and gray. So the fact I'm like, let him. Because I'm like, I got to think, I'm saying that because I'm like, if I was not the girl that I once was, I wouldn't be the woman I am today. I can't even think about when I was 23. What? It's like, all right, so it's 2025, 12 years ago when I released The Rain. I am not the same person then that I am now. That person made me the woman that I am today. Project Pastor. So we don't know where. No,
hey, so that's true.
That's true. No,
yeah.
He's an actual pastor.
Yeah, that's real.
Okay, so do you also remember the very, very famous reggae singer Lady Saw?
Oh,
she's an evangelist. So we got the hit. Yes, seriously. Lady Soul, she was like Spice of that generation. Like she's an evangelist. So my thing is sometimes look about. I mean, Mace may not be. Well, Mace. I was
It's not a good example. It's not a good example. That's not a good example.
Mace too, but Mace is like, I think Mace just probably just mad. Everybody mad at it right now. Okay, so
No, look, no, hold on. This man, he left, came back, then left again, became a preacher, and then came back in G-Unit as Murder Mace. Make it make sense.
Well,
make
no,
it make sense. And then left again. I'm just saying.
Okay, here's the thing. Like, I like to think about the thing where it's like people be works in progress. Like, you got to be certain people. All right, if we had that same mentality, we wouldn't have Malcolm X. Malcolm X was street runner, knucklehead, in and out of prison. But he ended up still being Malcolm X. You got to sometimes, how do I say it? You got to meet people where they are. And Mace, I feel like this guy's so everybody mad at did it right now. And it's like, okay, he coming out. This is what I've been wanting to say for 15 years. So he got some stuff he got to let out. So we gonna let him let it out, and then be like, now how does that make you feel? Because it's like, to me, I used to be very black and white about this too. And there ain't nothing wrong with people who want to be straight up like hip hoppers and stuff. But I be feeling like with me traveling and I literally went to the motherland twice. I went to Africa twice, and you get to see the world. And I'm traveling. I'm in Louisiana doing this and that missionary work. You start to see different people and different lifestyles and everything. You be like, well, damn, the lifestyle that I thought I had. It's just one of many different colors. So it's like I'm like that now because I'm like, let him be Murder Mace, and maybe he'll go back to Reverend Mace. We don't know.
Please, the love God do. Please.
He'll work. Everybody work in progress.
And so, I was one when he left and came back the first time. I was one of the people like I was all for it when he came. Welcome back. Welcome. I was jamming that song. You know what I'm saying? And then when he dipped out again, came back talking about murder and G-Unit Murder Mace. When did this happen? Like it was anyway. It's neither here nor there. So back to Lady Menace in this the current album Bluestone Road.
Wait, so did we tell the people where you originally were from?
No, well, I forgot that.
Yeah,
I am from Greenwood. I am from Greenwood, Mississippi. The Mississippi, well, it used to be Money. Greenwood was Money, Mississippi, where the Emmett Till killing happened. So yeah.
She's from Greenwood considered the Delta. So yeah, like I said, this whole spotlight, I guess, it's not just people in the Delta, but I guess you want to put a spotlight on people in the area because who else is going to build us up but ourselves? We waited for this long and we still in the same spot. So yeah, this is kind of what this is about. This is why I brought that up because I just thought people should know where you were from. SB?
Since we're talking about the Delta, how did you feel about the movie Sinners? Have you seen it?
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Not. And I will be.
What?
I know y'all about to say Miss Wakanda over here.
Yeah, so we're gonna resume this after she watched Sinners. No.
I have not seen Sinners yet. And I have been, okay, you know what? I have been peer pressured. I will watch, you know what? I didn't see Wakanda. I didn't see Wakanda Forever either, so.
Wait, which one is that? That's the new one?
The second one. I see.
Oh, well, no, you good on that one. You good on that one. You fine.
Oh, don't you just, no.
You good on that.
Okay.
Remember,
you can get away. You can get away with not watching the second one.
But I know the topics because they started putting it up. So I'm like, y'all kind of spoiling for me.
Check this out. Since don't you dare do that solo. Because look, when I remember y'all still together when Black Panther the first one dropped, and you know how much I hated that movie. I hated it because everybody was gassing it up. I didn't hate the movie. I hate the way people gassed it up.
It was our
that
movie.
Good of a movie.
It was for us. It was Ryan Coogler made
it. But two was so much better than one.
Hold on.
And
because of Namor? Because of Namor?
No, because the acting was superb. The movie itself was better. And the graphics. Because that first movie, the end looked like two Power Rangers fighting with the worst graphics ever in life.
I don't
And
know
Chala
about
was
that
doing
one.
some holler.
I don't know.
Chala did holler.
We
He
talking
was
about
hollering out.
Bro,
that was
Michael
back
B.
then.
Jordan.
Out in the first movie, like
Michael B. Jordan is a great actor. But all I saw in that first movie was Adonis Creed as Killmonger, bro. Like
I done screen.
I saw Adonis Creed
I don't know,
in an
bro.
African get up. That's what I saw.
I
That's what I
couldn't.
saw.
Old girls.
When he came back and did that scene in part two, man, I was like, okay, there you go. There you
Yeah,
go.
so
Now you
I
now
know
kind
of
of
I know of Sinners. Like,
well, that conversation for another time. But look,
yeah.
Sinners, you need to see that, especially from being from the
From the
Delta.
yeah.
And
You need to see that.
let me guess, and I'm just gonna predict. Let me guess, Papa Legba is in the movie.
Who?
Man of the Crossroads, he in the movie.
Not specifically, no. They talk about the
They mention
crossroads
it. They
and the
mention it. They
blues,
mention it.
but
It's heavily influenced by that movie, by that
yeah,
story.
with playing the guitar, selling your soul, and how playing music invites both your ancestors and also demons or whatever from the past. And
Did you know?
Spirit,
Did you? Oh, go ahead.
spirits from the past, and the present, and future.
yeah,
Did you know that it wasn't Robert Johnson who sold his soul to the devil? It was Tony.
I heard that. Yeah. I heard
Robert's met Papa Legba, which in my tradition is a shoe, which is one of two of my guardian Orisha. So I was like, let me guess. It's about to be the crossroads again, and the connotations of that, where having to, I feel like, re-educate.
It was
way
that
better.
with a twist. It was that with a twist. You will see. Cause at first, now without spoiling it, I was just like, okay, cool. This is a nice historical piece about the Delta.
Right.
Because they were showing places like Hobson Plantation in Clarksdale. They shot some of the stuff there. I was like, oh, cool. And then it just went left in a good way. So, yeah,
They mentioned Mount Bayou. They mentioned Clarksdale. They mentioned Greenville.
I think so.
They mentioned like 3 or 4 Delta. I'm pretty sure they filmed it it's supposed to be taking place in Clarksdale, but they mentioned other places.
Yeah, definitely Mount Bayou. Because that was
Mount Bayou.
That was supposed
That's
to be
what he told him to go to. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Mount Bayou is known for, back in the day, slaves going there, getting away from So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's definitely good, especially if you just want to see a film about the Delta and its rich history alone. And then you also have a nice story, once it makes that turn.
And great acting. Great acting.
Oh yeah.
And I mentioned that movie for another reason. It's one character in particular you will love so much.
Oh yeah, yes.
So much.
Yeah, we gotta talk about that.
You watch it, you come back, you gonna talk about it. You gonna talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get it up.
You gonna love so much.
That would be her in that situation. Guaranteed.
Exactly.
Guaranteed.
Oh man.
Guaranteed.
Oh man, y'all got. Look, I have been peer pressure. I am watching Sinners.
You got to.
And, I'm going. Okay.
We're not gonna tell you to bootleg it, but make sure you watch the movie. Wink, wink.
By any means, watch the movie. But you gotta make sure it's a good. I'm saying I feel like you should go to the movies and watch it.
Yeah.
The movie experience plus there's post credit scenes, and not too many bootleggers gonna get the post credit scenes. So yeah. I don't advise bootlegging anyway. So do I'm gonna
go to the actual movie and
yeah, and stay and don't get up when the credits roll. It's a post credit scene, like I said. It's a post credit.
I wouldn't even put past Michael B. Jordan, because Michael B. Jordan is Babylao, which is the it's a Ifa priest, and the female counterpart is an Ianifa, which is what I am. So we come from the same African traditional religion. So I was like, anything, I wouldn't put it past Michael B. Jordan, where all of the, like, we talking ancestral topics and all of that is in one.
Let's not talk about it. I won't spoil nothing. All right.
Okay.
Back to the album.
Yeah. So I guess probably play like 2 songs, I guess. And if y'all want to check it out, this video will be out in a couple of days, so it'll be out before the definitely. You can check out her channel. You put up some older songs on the channel too, right? What are you uploading on there besides your singles?
Yeah, it's some old stuff on there. The only thing that the irony is, what's not on the channel is crossovers. So I got to put crossovers compilations on there. Put it up. Hey, everything will be done before the album drop, man. It's gonna be there.
Good thing I got on my play. Hey, good thing I got on my playlist on my YouTube Premium account. Cause boy,
because back in my day, we had that Piff, and that Piff no longer exists.
Yes, look, they had to. I went on there. They got like it sends you to a website where they have a library of everything that was on there. That's how you got to get your mixtapes now.
Really?
Yeah, they have an archive.
I mean, because Trap Juicy is on my page, and I think honest, I got to put the rain on. I gotta put the rain on it. Like, because it goes, you know how they do the YouTube music thing and then it changed over, like it's over. Like, look, the rain is 5 million years old. So
5 million.
Stuff has changed. I gotta put all of that. Look, it's gonna be on there.
Yeah, see,
I'm probably gonna do it a little bit before the album drops. So I'm gonna go ahead
during the rain era. This is back when we had Vivo. Whatever the hell that was back then.
Vivo and so everything is like weirdly there, and I'm like, oh snap, I don't even have that. I mean, because I have it where you like for crossover conversation, you can listen to the full album straight up, but I don't have it where it's like by single. So I gotta do that, and then I gotta put the rain on it too.
Please, definitely.
That I'm 2013. Like, look, technology has evolved.
Because I feel like I said, it's gonna be some gems that people might miss out on once like I said they finally get exposed to you. The same way how we all have our individual favorite artists that nobody might know of, and he's like, man, if they blow up, man, I mean these people they missing out. Like, so I got Kambada, and I'm pretty sure you have somebody like that too. I'm pretty sure anybody here watching feel the same way about their artists. So yeah, definitely gotta because you never know, because people. You never know who's watching, and like I said,
like me with Dolce, I'm like, y'all, I've been on Dolce, but I'm like, I'll let y'all have it. I'm like, but and then it's the thing where they trying to make her an industry plan. Like, no, she's not. Y'all don't know. Look, I'm talking old stuff. I listen to with Dolce, so
right. Yeah. See, if you're gonna say that, you gotta done your research. If you're gonna holler out industry plant. If you gonna say
imagine like if I was to be called like an industry planner or something like
come here, let me take you to YouTube right quick. Let me show you something.
Like 2005. The year was 2005. It's literally been 25 years. So
I don't think people say that because they don't know that person, but I don't think they realize what an industry plant really is.
I'm gonna say something real quick. We always get introduced to a word. And no, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You see what I'm going with this? Yeah. We all get introduced to a word, or people find out about a word that other people have been using. The people that actually know what it's about use it, and then completely just overuse it and use it in the wrong way. Kind of like the word woke.
Right.
Woke was something you use when. Okay, my best definition of woke is when you're in the Matrix. In the movie The Matrix, and everybody's sleep. Everybody that's plugged into the Matrix is sleep. When you unplugged, free of mind, free, when you have free will, free mind, all that stuff. You freed your mind, you're woke. That's what woke means. This stuff they've been saying, that ain't woke.
They just throwing it out there.
Just throwing it out there. They just using it
out there. Industry plant is somebody who a record what you call them people who go out and find talent. Scouts, A&R, I want to say.
Yeah, A&R. Yeah,
so they go out or they might be scrolling TikTok or something and be like, oh, that's the look. Hey, let's bring you in, let's put you some clothes on, and let's see how you sound. We're gonna get you some composers, some lyricists. Oh, see how you sound with this song, and then it hit, and then boom, all of a sudden you got this person who got like 1 million plays on whatever because they put numbers behind it.
And it actually can be deeper than that. Some people have been groomed to be industry players.
True. Yep.
Their bloodline goes down.
Right.
Some people being like, okay, your son, your cousin, or your son is this, that, and whatever. Like your great grandson is gonna be. They already got plans for you even before you're born.
Yeah, I feel like they are confusing a nepo baby, nepotism with an industry plant. Like, they mean nepo baby, but
they already have in mind. Okay, oh yeah, you just had to, okay. bam, we about to have all this ready for you.
Yeah,
and it's just more than just it's more than just
plant.
music. They're gonna have everything ready for you,
Everything.
TV shows, sponsors, all that stuff, and you just like they're gonna just shove them down your throat.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even be, half the time don't even be good.
You're just gonna be an avatar that's taking up that space for a bigger purpose for the record label. Exactly. Honestly, it's industry plant. You gotta think about the root word plants. Plant. What you do with a plant? You grab a seed, you plant it, and then you water it, and it's in a pot. It ain't going nowhere. It's yours.
Nurture it.
Exactly. You nurture it to its full potential, whether it be booming and blossoming or it die on the spot. Like we've seen some failed industry plants happen. So, but yeah, that's my spiel on that. I can go all day about music.
Yeah, we can go all day about a lot of subjects, but
I'm telling you.
So what songs are we hearing today?
Yeah. Let's do like 2 tracks, maybe like 30 seconds to a minute. I don't want to, give them the whole song.
Are we gonna do songs that we haven't reacted to already? Or
boom, yeah, exclusive.
Yeah,
exclusive. 2 songs, 30 seconds that is not on YouTube. Boom.
Okay, yeah. So
we're gonna do it like that.
The first song is actually my favorite song on the album, Heavy Heart, and it is because of it representing sloth, and it's me talking about being clinically diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder. So everything that comes with that is in there, like in its own little twist. So we're gonna do that.
Okay. Yeah, hey. Here we go. Infinite exclusive.
Yeah, because the intro kind of long, and it's the song. This is the longest song on the album intentionally because it's supposed to be sloth. Sloth is laziness. So.
Gotcha. Okay.
Turn up a little bit.
Yeah, turn up a little bit if you can. There we go. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I remember this.
Okay. All right, that's enough. That's all y'all getting. That's all y'all getting. That's it. Y'all want to hear the rest of it? Y'all better go cop the album. Make sure y'all check it out on all streaming services, right?
Hey, low key, this ain't no diss. I'm taking that, but like you low key sound like P Diddy when he did this. Like, hey, Playboy, this is all y'all got, bro. That's all y'all getting.
Take that.
Because you kind of did channel that. You like, hey, that's all y'all getting. You know what I'm saying?
Getting, man. 45
you
seconds,
hear the rest
man.
Of it?
None
you
more.
Want to hear the rest of it? Y'all come. I'll be there May 6th. What? May 15th.
May 15th.
May 15th.
The night of May 15th. Infinite.
Yeah. So
multiverse.
Yeah. So it is intentionally, and it's funny because like the guy who produced it, who my audio engineer.
Quick question. Who is your producer? Because he snapped on all songs.
So the beats are from different people, but who actually recorded, mixed, and mastered it is Ryan Olsen of Uproar Recordings of Bartlett, Tennessee, the dopest and realest sound engineer I have ever encountered in my life. He used to work with Moneybagg Yo and Lord Infamous. So
okay, he got some names on his belt.
Yes. No, I'm trying to name drop, but I'm like, that's just his
Moneybagg. Hey.
He used to work with Moneybagg Yo. He used to work with Moneybagg Yo. He has recorded quite a lot for Moneybagg Yo and Lord Infamous. So
yeah, probably some other people too. I can imagine.
Yeah, a lot of other people too. They're not of the mind, but I know who.
That's good company.
Moneybagg Yo and Lord Infamous is.
Yeah.
And so the joke is while we were doing it, because like I said, it represents sloth. It's intentionally the longest song on the album. So he like so real. He like song long as hell, and I didn't say anything. He said, it's going on. And I just laughed at it, say anything, and I'm like, I'm gonna wait, because he gonna end up saying interviews and stuff. It was intentionally the longest song on the album. It represents sloth, it's laziness, and how with anxiety your mind can roam and you hear and panic. Like it was intentionally long on purpose. And I thought it was so funny because he was like, "This is the longest song on the album so far." Yeah, no.
Nah, it sounds good though. He tapped into the rock roots, the CNC, the crossover. You crossed over a little bit.
Very much so.
It kind of gives me that vibe when you was doing the Bulls on the Parade joint.
Oh yeah.
Microphone thing.
Yeah, microphone thing. Yeah.
Rage Against the Machine. Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah, Rage Against the Machine. Yeah. Bulls on the Parade.
Looking like warfare, the bloodshed come. I got plenty more. Yeah,
see that. What was it? Black Joanne Jett. There was another one. Dang.
Do you know that freaking lady's name is Joan?
Oh, oops.
Here I go talking about Joanne. I said, good, just a country mess. That lady name is Joan.
Joan Jett. Joan
Her name is Joan Jett.
Joan.
I said that when the album came out. Y'all said no, it's Joan. What y'all say it was?
I know. And I was wrong. Very, very wrong. I learned this literally like a year or two ago.
Anyway, Joanne Jett. Anyway, Joanne.
I said the black Joanne Jett. It's Jones. I would be Jones Jett.
But you know what?
I said Black Joan Jett. He was like, nah. What? Y'all laughed at me. Apologize, sir. Apologize.
Never. No, look,
never.
The black. It makes sense because the black Joanne. How many Joannes y'all know that's black? Joanne, the black Joanne.
He's still sticking to it, bro.
Okay, like my name Joan. Black, so my name is Joanne.
Joanne is it? See, yeah. But okay.
Wow.
But yeah, there y'all go. Those are a little sneak peek of Heavy Heart by Lady Menace. She said it was one of her favorites, if not her favorite song on the album. That was one. Did you wanna play us another one? You wanna give them another snippet, another exclusive?
Sure. All right. So give me just a second. All right. So this is Choke Cherry Tree, and it has a spiritual symbolism behind it. Can you see my screen?
Yep. Choke Cherry Tree. I like the beat already.
I'm all right. You might have to play longer than 30 seconds.
Yeah, right.
They calling me. They calling me. They calling me the boom bap. They calling me. They calling me to sing. They calling me to let free them ring. I'm whining, complaining. I don't wanna rap to the same ancestors with your cherry trees on their back. Lashes and beatings. Lashes and beatings.
Oh my God.
Sacrifices for me. I'm thinking.
Yeah, beat.
We just want you to live. Just live. Give. If you said don't be greedy, give. What can I give? How can I live if I'm so stressed out that I was drift into a small room called bedroom 8? Holy number of the king, looking at white close awake. Oh Shala, I played your cutlass for you.
All right. That's enough.
Hey,
I'm about to play the whole song.
You know what's crazy?
It's enough.
You know what's crazy?
He was vibing. I forgot that the song was playing.
Nah, you know what? No. That was over stream, so that ain't even the full quality of it.
Yeah.
So just imagine when the album come out and you can actually play it on.
You hear it on
Yeah. He definitely brought the woofers out, because to me it's like, not to say that I wasn't confident in myself, but it's like, I feel like I'm gone 7 years. I'm not coming back with no mess. So when I recorded the very first song I recorded was Royal Blood.
That's the one I wanted to be longer. That's the song I wanted to be longer. Remember we were listening to it. I was like,
this one?
The one we just listened to. I was like, that's the one. I was like, bro,
okay.
You need to make that song longer. I like, my God, that beat, bro. The flow and everything. I was like, man, my bad. Go ahead.
he ended up telling me to come back out because he was like, when I finally recorded, I did the first run through, and he was like, "Oh, thank God you don't suck. You actually good." Because he was like, because we had so I had 12-hour, I have a 12-hour thing with him, and I recorded the album in 6 hours. So
Damn. Overbooked.
So he was
But you
like,
know.
yeah, but he used the other time to like record mix. We went through a
Okay.
lot of different ones. So pretty much, all right, with Choke Cherry Tree. I can't even remember what it was, but I'm gonna go what Choke Cherry Tree means. Okay, so Choke Cherry Tree is a literal conversation that I had with my ancestors before my ancestral altar. It's literally there. And the Choke Cherry Tree is okay, that comes back to Beloved as well, where Sete, which is Beloved's mother, she had, when she was giving birth to Denver, the youngest, and somebody held her in the woods, to take her off because she was take off her dress or whatnot because she was in labor. She looked on her back and she was like, "Oh, it looks like a choke cherry tree." So her getting beat, if you will.
Yeah.
So that pretty much I made it that name because I was having a conversation where I was like, I felt like, this was like 3 or 4 years ago, where I was having like this identity crisis, and I was like, I just can't get right. Like my ancestors, like literally got beatings, wishing that they had what we had. So your ancestors hear you, and they're like, come on in the room. They were like, you don't owe us anything. When we were being beat, bruised, and more, we were thinking
say
of
that
the
word.
next
We gotta bleep
generation.
that out. We gotta bleep that out. We can't say that word on YouTube. We can't say that on YouTube, so we got to bleep that out, Solo.
Yeah, I know.
Go ahead.
And we were not thinking, hey, the next generation owes us. We wanted y'all. We want you. I'm saying y'all because it's for all of us. Because this is how our ancestors feel. We did all that because we wanted the next generation to have an opportunity of life, to have the ability to live freely. The only thing you owe us is living your life freely and happily. You don't owe us nothing. So it was me doing that, and all, like I said, it was a conversation. I was talking about that, and then I was like, I always feel like the black sheep, the abstract. How I feel. The abstract weirdo in the family. I'm the only somebody in the family. Everybody else Baptist. I'm African traditional. Then went to Africa, and I be feeling like just boxed away from the family. And that's when I was talking about all of the other stuff. And when I said into a small room called bedroom 8, that was when last year, because like I said, I ain't got no shame. It's when I was diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder because I had a panic attack where I was like, all right, I'm stressed out, everything going on. I voluntarily checked myself into a stabilization unit. And that was my room, bedroom 8. I was there for 5 days. So it was pretty much they calling me to do all of this. So when I sat there being in the hospitalized, I was like, okay, I got to get it together. I've been sitting on this album since like 2021. It drove me to be like, what am I doing? You get enough time to sit there and think. You don't have your phone. You don't have anything else but you and your thoughts. I'm like, what am I doing? Like when I say the heavy heart, what am I doing? Really, what the fuck am I doing? I'm pursuing the mundane. I'm steady pursuing. It's all of that in it.
That's crazy because, like, I always hear people say like they're inspired, like artists are inspired by everything around them. But here you say like, bro, you really was inspired by everything was happening around you.
Yeah,
and that's real talk. That's dope. That ain't me making funny and nothing like that. That's real talk.
Yeah, because it's Bluestone Road. I felt like, dang, that spirit could have been set free. I'm an earthbound spirit. I'm mad. The literal key to your freedom is in the name, road. Bluestone.
I like how
off the road.
I like how you throw, like we said it before on our review of one of the, I think 2 of the songs, and we was like, you throw spiritualism along with good beat, good vibe, good flow, and you put it all. It's hard to do that. It's hard to do that.
Yeah, and make it work. Yeah.
And you made it work. Yeah, that's why you got the right production. Solo said it best. You got a great artist with a dope producer, and y'all came together and y'all made magic.
Yeah, chemistry. Yeah.
Yeah.
So y'all saying this is all like one woman band. Like say ain't no, don't have nobody here. Here go the lyrics, or here go here go this beat. You put this on, and you gonna go to this place and perform here. And like, nah, this is
no features, no features,
no features. Yeah, no features. So yeah, that too.
That was intentional. That was intentional because like on my first album I had like 2 features.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, 2 or 3 of them.
I had 2. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna rock that bad boy myself, even with my off key auto-tones.
She got her J. Cole on. She got her J. Cole on. Like,
double platinum with no features. So yeah. So with that being said, I guess we're gonna wrap it up. Make sure that you all Infinite Gang. Make sure you show y'all love and support. How y'all show y'all love and support for us. Support upcoming artists, creators. I guess is a better way to say it. Show us some love. Check out the channel. Make sure y'all follow her. Make sure y'all be on the lookout for the live stream. Yeah, May 15th. Y'all get a notification. We'll make a post about it for sure. But before we leave, is there anything that you want to say to the people, Miss LM, before we get up out of here?
Absolutely. If you want to follow me, I'm majority on Instagram, so it's Instagram. My handle is Lady Menace, all together. Facebook, same thing, Lady Menace. And my YouTube is Lady Menace TV. And I would like to say that although Bluestone Road is healing me, I pray and I hope that it heals others to look within themselves.
Real talk.
Great message. Appreciate your time. Definitely looking forward to the album. And we will catch you all May 15th for the live listening party. Solo, SB, LM. We out of here, y'all. Peace.
Bye.
Peace.